Did you know? If you didn't know, I'm letting you know, so now you do know that there is and has existed for like the past 5 or 6 years a YouTube Sports Collectors Hall of Fame, as nominated and voted on by the people in the YouTube Sports Collectors community. Okay, so yeah, there's some rules to this. Some of the rules are the YouTube Sports Collectors creators have to have been making videos for at least 3 years, and the people who are nominating or voting have to have been making videos for at least a year in order to nominate or vote for people. And I say nominate or vote because basically if I nominate you in this video, that counts as a vote. There isn't a second level to this. There isn't just like a list of nominees that get voted on later. My nominations act as votes. Anybody else who's made videos, check out the hashtag on YouTube, and also check out the account who runs the whole thing. He's like the commissioner of it. He's basically been handed this from the people who created it in the first place back in like 2018. There's a website that posts, what the Hall of Famers channels are and a picture of them. It may even be a bio on each one. I'm not sure. So it doesn't matter if you collect baseball, football, basketball, hockey, whatever, but I would say I don't think there's any real MMA or UFC YouTube sports collectors in this. So it'd be great for me to bring awareness to those channels, and maybe we could start this great UFC MMA wing of the YouTube Sports Collectors Hall of Fame. So I'm going to give you my nominees or my votes, and really just doing this to let all of the YouTube Sports Collectors community who watch this video know more about the YouTube UFC group, or category of people who make videos. Some of my nominees are going to be very good for people who are new to UFC or MMA sports collecting, card collecting. Some of them have super great productions, and then there's people like me who I'm not nominating or voting for myself, who I don't give a bunch of how-tos and details on things, but there are some great channels here that I'm voting for this year's class of 2024. In no particular order, my first is not primarily into MMA or UFC, but it is Phil Squeepa21. Phil has been around forever. As far as I can remember, Phil's been on YouTube making videos back when he was in college and single, and now he's married with 2 kids, and his kids are always in his videos. Posts like 2 videos at least a month. One of them's for his TTM returns, and then another one is for all of his certified autos. I think the TTM autos are with his daughter, and then the certified ones are with his son. So they're always really good to watch. Phil's a super good dude. No fault of his own, he's a Bears fan. But so Phil, he's got my vote yet again. I think I voted last year, but I was late, so this has to be all in by the 1st of February. My next one is Steve, Purple GT 22. Now this guy used to be primarily UFC MMA all the time, and that's how I connected with Steve. I've known Steve Finch online as long as I can remember. Can't see enough good stuff about him. I've been texting with him, messaging with him, videos, mail days from him, to him, whatever, for ages. So Purple GT, I hope 2024 is your year, brother. Let's see. Now we're going to get into maybe the start of the UFC MMA wing of this YouTube Sports Collectors Hall of Fame. It's going to be Chris West of Macy Collectibles. Just a great channel. Such a great channel that at one point he was consistently running a YouTube trivia contest every Monday, and it was an ongoing type thing where people were accumulating points, and he was giving away cards, and it was all really, really neat. I suck at quick recall and typing in the answer first on the chat stream, but as people got the correct answers, they were no longer able to answer anymore because they got awarded so many points, or took the card instead of points in the standings. So as you dwindled down to the to the end, if you hung around long enough, you could get 2 points just from being online watching. And if you got one of those like team up questions right at the end, that's where I would jump in. But there was people on there that just knew everything. So Chris West has had so many cool videos on here. So you can check out his channel, look at some of his old stuff, some of his recent stuff. All really good stuff. So yeah, I can't say enough good stuff about Chris. Next one, Box Alarm Trading. As I'm doing this video, I'm realizing planning and doing a good focused video is tough, and communicating is tough. And these guys do such a great job covering all aspects of the YouTube sports cards hobby. Their production is fantastic. They put a lot of effort into it, and man, just being able to communicate clearly and stay on track and convey your thoughts and say good shit, it's tough. So kudos to you guys. Just whether it's rips or PC editions or product, like series release information and other opinions and reviews, just top-notch stuff. So Box Alarm Trading, awesome freaking job. You have my vote for the class of 2024, as well as Matt over at the Golden Octagon. Another guy puts a lot of effort into his channel, a ton of stuff. If you are really trying to learn about the UFC card collecting hobby, Matt at the Golden Octagon is your guy. Just covers all the bases. His last video of 2023 was basically ripping and reviewing every single release that Panini had for the UFC product. He put a lot of effort and a lot of money into that video. But just to tell you as an example some of his content, right? I think he's doing really good things over there. So go check out Matt at the Golden Octagon. Next, Damien at UFC Card Talk. UFC Card Talks 7, 8 to 9. Again, just go down to my description. I'm going to put these channels all down there so you can quickly link them. Click subscribe, and hopefully they can all start to show up in your timeline. UFC Card Talk, again, like Box Alarm Trading and Matt at the Golden Octagon and Macy, he does put a ton of effort into his videos, brings a lot of transparency to what he's collecting and flipping, and does a lot of great collabs with other guys as well, where they just have split screen chats, and it's all really good stuff. So Damien, keep up the great work, brother. Some really good stuff. All right, getting into some fun stuff here with Great Horse Rips. Wish I knew his first name. It's not coming to my mind. I'm old. I got a real bad memory, and the camera's rolling, so I feel like I'm on the spot. I don't remember, but just a real cool, fun presentation to everything he rips and everything that he gets into his collection, the things that he has to say. I dig it. Great channel. Loves his bourbon, and especially when he has his buddies on with him doing his videos. It's definitely a good time. Again, UFC card collecting, that's the main part of his hobby, and recently had some K1 and even some old 1996 wrestling hobby box rips. Really good stuff. You guys definitely need to check out these channels, and especially Great Horse Rips. Joe's Card Stash could have been mentioned with these other big time channels of the UFC card hobby. Joe's Card Stash. Joe does an amazing job with his content. Lots of effort. Some of the best production out there. Kind of has like a studio set up where he I can't even say, on the job, he's got an amazing facility where he's able to use great lighting. He uses dual recording, so he's able to put things up, with split screen or whatever, or cut to when he's showing cards in detail, like over the top type stuff. Over the top meaning top down looking at the cards. Just really good stuff, and again, lots of effort, well thought out thoughts and opinions and content. Just really good stuff. So Stash, keep up the great work. You got my vote and my nomination. Another one, Luke MMA Love has an amazing podcast. I think it's called MMA Love Podcast. Super good podcast. It's short, concise, it's fun. It's not trivial stuff. It's actually I don't say actually like it's surprising, but it is really good stuff. I enjoy listening to it. I'm not big into podcasts, but I can listen to him and his co-host or sidekick. Maybe Luke's the sidekick. I'm not sure, but great stuff. If you don't know about tag grading, Luke brings a lot of light to tag grading. He's a big fan of tag grading. I could say a lot more stuff, but I see I'm running pretty long. I hope I'm not forgetting somebody. I feel like I am. Oh, I do know who I'm forgetting. Hopefully it's not. I do know. Oh, okay, I got it. Another one's gonna be Brandon Stebbins. I gotta vote for him. I love his content. I love his the nature, or like the vibe of his videos, and just like the care and the connection that he brings. Like just through videos, being able to connect with people. I email with him before, message, comment on his videos. Really good stuff. He is not in the UFC category. I think he's really into the San Diego guys, like the Chargers and stuff like that, and he does tons of TTM stuff and a lot of Beckett grading and collecting the 1990. Oh man, don't shoot me if I'm wrong. I think it's the 1990 Donruss baseball set. So it's always great to see his new private signing pickups, and yeah, just good, just all around great guy. That's Brandon Stebbins. And one I didn't write down, but thankfully I didn't forget, is Cloudsy420. Cloudsy420, my favorite part of his videos, besides all that he brings in his content, is his disclaimer in the beginning. His disclaimer gets me every single time, because it says, like, he means no disrespect. He knows the fighters could beat his ass and stuff like that, I think. But Cloudsy420, his channel's growing bigly. I think he's got over 1,000 now. Does giveaways on the regular. Just great content with a vibe that's like fun and sarcastic, and just great stuff all around. I'm running out of steam here, but Sean, you got my vote, and didn't mean to leave you to the last. Like I said, no particular order. I'm just glad I didn't forget your brother. So ticky, I got you online. So that's it. Those are my nominations. Those are my votes. Hopefully I can bring, like I said, some awareness to the YouTube sports collectors that are out here on YouTube. So good luck to everybody in the voting. Yeah, that's all I got. I'm glad I was able to get this done and get this uploaded, and we'll check you guys out in the next video.